been magically transformed into 3 until 7 p.m. Eastern. And I love that we always have a few surprises in our gourmet holiday shows. You may never have heard of something called a flavor base before, but I can tell you it is like a flavor boost for your food. And we've got Bridget McCall, who is an executive chef with Nestle, to help us understand how these flavor bases can make a difference in your everyday cooking so it tastes more like restaurant cooking. And 52361, brand new. Bridget, it's so nice to have you with us today.
Nice to see you.
So we're getting 3 of these. One of them is in chicken, one is in beef, and one is in vegetable. But for someone that's saying, I have no idea what a flavor base is, how would you describe that?
So a flavor base is just what you said. It's a flavor boost, and it's basically all the flavors that you would use in a soup. In a soup,
like a stock,
like
or
a
like
stock,
a broth,
right? So the cans of broth that you would get in the supermarket, the beef or the chicken, it's basically a consolidation of that in a paste form.
So it's a condensed, very flavorful form.
Correct. So when you look at this, this is chicken, and this is vegetables, and it's carrots, and it's onions, and it's all in this paste form. And the great thing about this is I just put in a teaspoon to a cup. You whisk it up. Okay, and then you're left with, this is the broth that you would buy in the can.
Oh my gosh.
Or in the box. The great thing about this is once you open this, you don't have to use it in 5 days. So when you buy the containers in the supermarket, you open them up and then you put the leftover in your refrigerator, you have 5 days to use it.
Or else it's down the sink.
So typically it's down the sink because you never need all of that product. The better thing about this is we all know you can do a soup, you can do a sauce with it. The great thing is entrees. You can do marinades, you can do sauces, you can do cold application for dips.
Oh my word.
So what we have here is a marinade on the steak. This is basically the beef base with a little bit of oil and some garlic. And you just mix it up. It takes seconds for you to do.
It's going to be a big bite. You have to give me a minute to eat this one.
It's a holiday bite. And you get that.
Oh my gosh, that is so flavorful.
And it's a very natural flavor. So
that's delicious.
These products, or when you go to a restaurant and you're like, wow, how do they deliver that product so quick to me? How am I getting that meal and that entree and that wonderful flavor? It's because all chefs, whether they admit it or not, use this product in their kitchen.
So this is what you need to know in terms of how much you're getting, because I know that these little tubs may seem on the smaller side. Because this is so highly concentrated, oh, you know what? I think we're going to show it on the screen here. I was going to physically step over to the side. But when you take a look at how much the flavor base yields, 20 quarts of stock or broth for each one of those tubs. And we're talking quarts, not just cups.
Quarts.
That's a lot.
So 1 pound, this is 1 container, made all of this.
So
all
it's
of these
61
20.
cents a quart. That is amazing. If you, not only if you love to do soups and broths and things like that as a flavor base for that, but here's the thing, you don't just have to use it for stock or soup. You had this dip up here, which I think looks incredible.
Yep, so basically you can mix sour cream and mayonnaise together and then you can just add the base to it. While you're not going for a specific flavor, you just get all the flavors together. So you taste a roasted chicken, you taste some vegetables. What I love to do too, especially around the holidays, you do some dips and vegetables because no one wants to eat that much beforehand anyway. It's quick, it's easy. Ricotta cheese in a blender with some of the vegetable base, another great dip.
And you know what? You're getting these little cards to get you started, to give you ideas of certain things that you can make with these, like signature steaks and burgers, farmer's beef stew, Tuscan vegetarian vegetable soup. So you have a lot of different ideas to get you started here, but then there are ways that we can find other recipes, correct?
We have a website actually that professional chefs use, and it's called flavormeansbusiness.com.
Okay.
And if you were to go on that website, there are literally thousands of recipes.
And we're going to be adding some more to QVC.com. This is brand new. We've never really had this assortment on the air before. And I love that you're getting the beef, the chicken, and the vegetable. Because half the time when I'm making a recipe and it calls for broth, it's one of those things where I don't keep a full stock in my pantry. This is always ready. It is ready to go.
This
and
is
can I
always
leave it in
ready
my
to
pantry,
go.
or does it have to go in the fridge?
You can leave it in your pantry. And the great thing that I like about it is I'm a chef, but I'm also a mom. I have teenagers, and everybody wants something really quick. This chicken here, I'm actually going to have you taste this.
Okay.
This is something that I must make at least 3 days a week in my house.
And
because people eat at different times. I would pan-sear a chicken breast, put nothing on it, just pan-sear it in oil. Take it out. I take whatever liquid I have in my refrigerator, whether it's apple cider, wine, orange juice. I reduce it down. I add a little bit of base to it. You just whisk it and you pour it right over the chicken or a pork chop or a beef.
That was a really big bite. I don't want to be rude. I need to finish the bite. So,
Also for rices. So instead of buying a bunch of rices, different flavors, and having them in your cabinet, once you start to boil the water, you can just add your base to that. So if you want a vegetable rice, a chicken flavored rice, a beef flavored rice, you don't have to chop anything. That's the great thing about these is all the flavors in the tub. There's no preservatives,
No
zero
MSG.
trans fat, no MSG, and the vegetable base is also gluten-free.
amazing. So if you want to kick up the flavor of your foods and make it like restaurant quality, this is a way to do it. Your shipping and handling is free. Thank you so much, Bridget.
you.
It was a pleasure.